Hello, everybody. My name is James Slim Overton, and I'm here representing Portsmouth Coffee Talk and the SlimNation. Just wanted to come on here and give you an update, give you an update of upcoming shows that we have during this Women's History Month on Portsmouth Coffee Talk, and a little bit about what's going to be happening on the SlimNation. But first, like I said, this month we are featuring or honoring women during this Women's History Month. And we've already had a few shows, and with the host, myself, and co-host Leah Drake Stitt and Thomas the Colonel Chapman. And we started off the month with Wilma Hopper Horn, who is a graduate of Hampton University and one of the few alums that have had the privilege of having a building named after her on the campus of her alma mater, which is called the Wilma H. Horn Science and Technology Building. And she came on and talked about that experience and her journey leading up to uh, her being well noted enough to have a building named after her. And you can go and watch those if you missed it on our YouTube channel. We have about 217 videos on our YouTube channel, but for Women's History Month, the ones you may have missed, you can go on there now and watch those. But that's the way we started off the month with Wilma Horn. And the next guest we had was on the 6th of March was Senator L. Louise Lucas. We all know her. She's a state senator, longtime state senator in the Virginia General Assembly, and now holds the position of President Pro Tem, which is like she's third in line to lead the state. And when the lieutenant governor is not there, she runs the Senate. She runs the House. So she comes on and gives and sort of brings us up to date on the past Virginia General Assembly session, and talks about some other issues concerning, and talks about some of the bills that she introduced uh, and how that worked out. So that was on the 6th. And then we had on the 9th, we had Dr. LaFrancis Rogers Rose, who also from the area, started out growing up in the city of Norfolk, and the family moved to Portsmouth. And she went on and followed that educational path, starting at Morgan State, then Fisk University, and then got several other masters from different universities, and of course her doctorate. And she taught for about 15 years at Princeton University. So she came on and we talked to her about those experiences. And you won't want to miss that. I mean, that was some, very interesting time that she had during her college years and her professional teaching career. So go on YouTube if you missed those three shows, and take a look at them. And I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But coming up on the 13th of March, we're going to have Dr. Andrea Fraser Warren. And she now holds the position. She's retired educator from Virginia Beach School Systems, and she was once the director of the Fine Arts Department. And when the Fine Arts uh, in the city of Norfolk, and her position now is director or president and CEO of the Virginia Symphony Orchestra, which makes her the first African American woman to hold that title. So join us then, and hear her discuss her journey, her educational journey, and what she's doing now. She's also the mother of Adrienne Warren. Everybody knows Adrienne Warren, who is Tony Award winning actress on Broadway portraying Tina Turner. and she's been in several movies. The latest one was she was in The Woman King, so I'm sure we'll talk about her. But the focus will be on the mother, on Dr. Andrea Fraser Warren. So don't miss that, and that's coming up soon. And then let's see, next on the 16th of March, we have Dr. Linda Hayden, and she is a local woman. She's had served several positions in the field of education, been director of math, the math department at a few different universities. She's now at Elizabeth State University, and she is the director of the Center of Excellence in Remote Sensing and Research. Now, to find out what that's all about, you're going to have to join us on the 16th with Dr. Linda Hayden and see what that's all about. I'm sure that'll be a very interesting conversation as well. And then we're going to break away from the room just for one show because we had contracted or scheduled Alpha Kappa Alpha Fraternity Incorporated to come on our show. That'd be March 20th, and to talk about their meeting of the Eastern Providence in this area. You know, they usually meet all over the country, but this annual meeting will be held in this area. And Dr. Bruce Copeland will come on with several other Kappa, Kappa officials to talk about this event and give us a little bit about the history of Kappas, I'm sure, and talk about all the other events that are surrounding this annual meeting. So join us there. And after that, we'll go back to honoring the women for Women's History Month, when on the 27th, we will have City Attorney LaVonda Graham Williams. And she is, she was, grew up in Portsmouth as well, and went on and got her law degree and uh, practiced elsewhere, but decided to come back and take the position of city attorney in the city of Portsmouth. I guess it's nothing like coming back to your hometown and still serving the public like she's doing now. So that's going to be an interesting conversation. And join us on that day when we had that conversation with City Attorney LaVonda Graham Williams. And on the 23rd, we have Professor Norma Ragland, who is a retired professor at Norfolk State University in the Department of English. And she had a long, storied career there. Started out in the high school level and then worked her way up to the college level, university level in Norfolk State. And she'll talk about that journey, plus uh, the historic drama department at Norfolk State. Now they have a major in drama, but before they had a major in drama, all the drama students and performers for the Norfolk State Players came under the Department of English. So she's going to come and talk about her experience there, and that's going to be very interesting. And hopefully we'll have a guest on with her. We're working on that, and don't want to give a name right now, but hopefully she'll agree to come on with another Portsmouth resident who's a longtime professor at Norfolk State University. But we'll let you know that as soon as we get that confirmed. And the last day, which is of the last date that we have for Women's History Month, will be on the 30th. And right now, that's going to be a surprise. We're going to have a surprise for you of the guests that we have in and out the Women's History Month. And of course, we want to honor and appreciate and celebrate our women all year round because they have done some amazing things. If we look at where we are in history today, in the civil rights movement, in medicine, in science, you think about the women from the Hidden Figures movies. Uh, where would we be without the women not standing behind us, but beside us, and in many cases in front of us? So, but they have this national time that we celebrate women, which is the month of March. So we're taking advantage of that and trying to bring on some very interesting and amazing women to have a discussion with. So please join us all this month. And our Monday mornings, we have some on the morning shows and some on the evening shows. Our Monday morning shows at 6:30 a.m. on WGP, WGPN, no, not WGPL 1350 AM on your radio dial, WGPL 1350.com on the internet for those who are not in town and would rather listen on your radio. And of course, we'll be on Facebook Live as well. Now, on the morning shows, if you want to watch on Facebook Live, you can tune in on my personal Facebook page and watch. And we encourage you when you tune in to make your comments and ask, type in your questions if you have them, and we'll make every effort we can to relay those questions to the guests. Sometimes it's kind of time constraining to get those questions and comments in, but we always encourage the guests to go back after the show and look at the comments and the questions, and hopefully they will address them if we don't get to them on air. And on our Thursday evening shows, they're every Thursday, of course, at 7 p.m. And that's on Facebook Live only. And to watch that, you have to go on co-host Leah Stiff's page and watch that. And just like I said, make your comments and post your questions as well on that. But all of our shows, the Monday shows and the Thursday evening shows, right after the show is uploaded to our YouTube channel. For anyone who may have missed the early morning show or the evening show, you can go back to our YouTube channel and watch those shows at your convenience and many times as you want to. But when you do that, make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe, to like, subscribe, comment, and make sure you support us in that way. We really appreciate that. So as far as the SlimNation, coming up, it will be more one-on-ones with me and a different guest. And the purpose of the SlimNation one-on-ones is to have in-depth conversation with individuals that go into maybe sometimes personal things that they would like to share, or just sharing information about what they're doing now or how they got to the point that they are at now. And it just gives us a chance to focus on that one person and have that one-on-one conversation with yours truly, Slim Overton, and the SlimNation called Slim Talk. There's a lot of Slims, but it all works. It all works together. But anyway, don't forget to continue to support and watch us on Portsmouth Coffee Talk, myself, along with co-host Leah Dre Stiff and Thomas the Colonel Chapman. Each one of us have something unique that we bring to each show. So stay tuned, watch, and we're always open to your suggestions for guests and topics that we will cover as we continue to grow as a social media, YouTube and Facebook Live show. We're going to need your support, and you're going to see us more outside of the studio trying to cover events live or recorded, so we can bring information back to you that otherwise some people might not get an opportunity to see. So we want to thank you for your support thus far. We just started our third year of Portsmouth Coffee Talk. And like I said earlier, we're continuously trying to improve. And if you want to support us, we have a Cash App, which is PCT 1220 1220, or $ PCT 1220. And you can support us that way. Or if you use Zelle, you can support us that way by Portsmouth Coffee Talk at yahoo.com. And for those who are still using the mail, you can. We have a post office box 7664, Portsmouth, Virginia 23707. And also, you don't always have to use that post office box to send contributions. You can send us letters to tell us how we're doing with the show. We'll take constructive criticism as well as we like the compliments as well. But just support us, and as we try, all of us. Uh, this wasn't something that we started out doing. It's something we are doing sort of in our retirement, and it's been kind of fulfilling over the last 3 years. And as we move forward to do more and bring information and interesting guests to you, and hopefully it would help someone. If not, hopefully you're entertained by what we have to offer. But anyway, just want to thank you for again for all your support, and keep watching, especially this month as we feature and honor some of the women, local women in the Hampton Roads area, uh, especially in Portsmouth. Thank you so much, and take care and have a great day. Oh, before I leave, and um, Portsmouth Coffee Talk is always here for our voice, our community, and our future. And the Slim Nation's motto is be aware, be informed, and most of all, be involved. Take care and take care.